Music of the Future. Hi, I'm Jeanine, and I am the founder and CEO of Sorority Records, which is a music and metaverse company. We specialize in original music, original songwriting, lyric, and melody. We also make jingles, animations, and casual mobile games for women. Well, my job in the music industry is songwriting and creative consulting. I give people ideas that end up working for them. I also create animations with original jingles, and basically I'm a team player. I can do copywriting, I can do video editing, I can do basic Pro Tools and GarageBand recording. I can do animations using animation software. I just try to make sure that whatever part of entertainment I'm participating in, I give it 100%. So right now, I am a songwriter. I have recently contributed to AZ's latest album. I did write the vocals, the singing vocals on Conversations with God featuring Idris Elba. And I am currently working with other artists that are singing songs that I've written. So a lot is in store. I'm excited about the future. How did I get my start? I got my start in the music industry when I went away to Philadelphia for the weekend with my friend Dana Todd and Cody, and we drove to Philadelphia so that I could sing at the five spot. And I got there and they gave the last slot to Jasmine Sullivan, which is fine because she can sing me under the table any day. So I went outside and I started singing on an ice cream truck ran by this guy named Yamin right outside of the five spot. And this artist, Anthony Hamilton, walked up to me and said, I like your voice. I would like to use you on my album. And the rest is history. So after that, I pretty much was in alignment with anybody that I needed to be in alignment with to have a successful career in the music business. I will give tips about how the music industry works, but yes, that's how I got my start. I got my start when I aligned with a person who was then able to bring me around other people who were in positions of power that could assist with helping my career. So what are the tools of the trade that I use? I use Wondershare for film editing. I use GarageBand and Pro Tools for recording. I use Canva to make flyers and Instagram posts. I use PicMonkey to edit flyers, videos, crop pictures, etc. WeVideo for green screen. Shopify for websites and GoDaddy for domains, and also some website builders. IndieFlow if I want to release a record independently and I want to have a song trust account that's immediately collecting my royalties internationally. I use IndieFlow. So it's basically a thing to where anything that you want done in the music industry, you have to have some knowledge of how to do it yourself. Yeah, it's cool to hire people, but when it's all said and done, you won't know if they did it right or not if you don't have basic working knowledge of any tools that it would take to get the job done and done right. So I'm open to learning new software. I get new software all the time. And it's always helpful when I'm able to automate, like using MailChimp to send out emails, all right? To just make sure that you have your email blast going. So there are so many things that are worth a gander, and if you want somebody to be a good customer to you, you have to be a good customer to others. So I pay for software. I pay for these monthly things and the costs add up, but it's worth it because it allows me to be more independent and not rely and be on and in the label we trust type of artist. If I can do it myself, I'm going to do it. Five tips to help you make it in the music industry. I would say tip number one is self-care. Go to therapy. Go do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Go work out. Go get some rest. Like, do what you need to. Go to the dentist. Go to the doctor. Do what you need to take care of yourself, because music and entertainment in general is a very demanding industry, and the industry does not care and does not stop because you're having an issue. So it's better to be preemptive and focus on prevention than wait until you run yourself ragged and you're dehydrated and you haven't slept and you're malnourished, because this industry can take a lot out of you. The highs, the lows, the feast, the famine, it's all part of the experience. And if you don't take care of yourself, it's really hard to enjoy it. So rule number one, do not forsake self-care for anybody, for any reason. Take care of yourself, all right? That's the only way you can last. The only endurance comes from actually preparing and training to put 20 years plus into your goal. If you're not willing to do that, is it really important to you? So take care of yourself. Second thing I would tell people is to definitely know the difference between the music business and the music industry. They are not the same. Anybody can be in the music business. You just have to make a song and put it on any kind of TuneCore, CD Baby, put it on whatever you can find to distribute it. And voila, you're in the music business. But if you want to be in the music industry, if you want to be recognized internationally, and you want to have commercial success, then you kind of have to be affiliated with a major label. Just, you can still have indie success, indie label, but even some of the indies are tied to major labels. So I know that the playing field is level now and we're all able to put our music out and be indie. So it pays to think globally, even if you are on a smaller scale, even if you're not attached to a major. There's nothing stopping your music from being right next to that. So dream big, aim big, do what you need to do. But yeah, the music business and the music industry, they're not the same. They're not the same. If the people decide that they like you, cool. But there was a time when record labels and A&Rs and talent scouts pick talent. And these people may not have the largest following, but they definitely have talent. So just keep that in mind. Just food for thought. Know the difference. Pay for promo. Pay for promo. If you think for 1 second that any media outlet or multiple media outlets are going to give you free press as an indie or new artist, you are kidding yourself. You're going to have to pay for something. You're going to have to pay a publicist. You're going to have to pay a publicity firm. You're going to have to pay for Facebook ads, YouTube ads. You're going to have to invest money to promote this product that you think is so hot. Pay for it. Pay for it. Don't expect anybody to do it for free. Please don't tag me on Facebook to save money. We're not helping each other. We're enabling each other. Pay for promo. Another one. No one cares how hot your music is. I mean, at one time I really believed that my music is hot. I was hot. I still believe it's hot. But nobody cares about that. What they care about is how many other people think it's hot, and who do you have vouching for you that is already successful or recognized or acknowledged in the music industry that agrees that your music is hot. The fact that your music is hot is not as important as who your music is attached to and how much money you're putting behind it. And it's just facts. And I wish that I wish that this was more based on, well, you know, this person has the hottest music, so of course they're going to go and have the best turnout. No, they may not. They may not. It really depends on how hard you work the record. If somebody has music and they swear it's hot and everybody's like, well, I don't like it, but they've worked that record and they've got a lot of people doing videos with their TikToks, yeah, the record is going to go over whether you think it's hot or not. So nobody cares how hot your music is. People care, and other allies and people who could boost you up care about how you've able to generate a buzz with the record. And my last tip, get a job. Get a job. You have to sustain during times of feast and famine. At some points in your career, your royalty checks will pay all your bills. They'll pay your bills. Especially if you get licensing, TV and film licensing, you can make a nice living working as a music industry or music business professional. You can make a nice living. But what happens when you don't get a placement that year? What are you gonna do? All right, you can either alienate people around you by pocket watching, or you can have a steady source of income with a reasonable lifestyle that you can maintain without any music industry money. But I would tell everybody, because I've done both, I've sold CDs on the train, I've starved, I took jobs that didn't pay well, I take jobs that pay well, and the bottom line is have money outside of music to survive and to invest in your music. There's no music career without investment. There's no way you're gonna do this for free. And I take that back. There is a small window of opportunity when you're in your 20s to go and link up with other up and coming creatives that are just like you, that wanna support you, that wanna see you win because they're on the way to winning. After that, you better have some money to pay for everything. All right, it's just that simple. You can network, you can make friends with everyone. Have some money to pay for your life and to pay for what you want that is adjacent to your music industry. It's a hard-learned lesson. It takes a while to fully understand it, but once you do, you feel great because you know that you are in control and you're doing the very best that you can to survive and sustain and thrive and win and have the career that you've always wanted. People can find me at Instagram/Sorority Records, Twitter Records Sorority, and SororityRecords.com, and Facebook Sorority Records. If you would like to email me beats, email them to CEO@SororityRecords.com. Only R&B singers or female rappers. I do not need any male rappers at this time. Producers are welcome, but if you're a rapper and you're a drill rapper, any kind of rapper, that we do not need any rap at this time. I'm just looking for producers, R&B singers. You can even be EDM, but definitely singers and female rappers only. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Jeanine and I'm the CEO of Sorority Records, and this has been Music of the Future.